Hello, beautiful, beautiful individuals. I've been thinking yet again. My brain has been moving, it's been churning out ideas. I've been thinking about something that we have talked about before, that being the fake fan conundrum. And to stay somewhat specific, I suppose that this conundrum mostly applies to fandoms like the Godzilla fandom, and of course, the Halo fandom. Every now and then when I rarely scroll through Twitter or TikTok, you occasionally see Halo fans primarily, because that's what most of my feed consists of, but you occasionally see Halo fans calling people who criticize the new things fake fans for criticizing said new things. These people seem to believe that if you do not mindlessly consume the slop that you are given on your plate, then you must not actually like Halo. You must not actually like Godzilla if you didn't like Godzilla X Kong. You must not be a real Godzilla fan. You must not be a real Monsterverse fan if you dislike how they totally changed the tone of the Monsterverse in favor of trying to make it into something it never really was. Adam Wingard wanted to make the Monsterverse into a goofy little Showa era type of, series, and it never really was that. It started out a lot more serious, it started out a lot cooler than that. But if you don't like these changes, then you're a fake fan. You're not a true Godzilla fan, you're just a -1 glazer, you're just a Dr. Skipper. It was always really funny looking online, seeing people saying all these things about fans that were complaining about GXK because they simply did not like the movie, and they pointed out all the flaws with the plot of the film. And I was somebody who genuinely enjoyed Godzilla X Kong. By the way, I was somebody who, at first, at least, liked the movie. Of course, as time went on, my opinion shifted and I grew to realize that this movie is actually pretty shit. It's not that good. But even when I was a fan of the film, I still thought that it was fine for people to not like it. I thought that there were still some valid points being made against it. And I thought it was absolutely ridiculous that certain people were calling others fake fans for simply not liking the film and pointing out its flaws. The fact is, the film was poorly written. The fact is, Adam Wingard's direction in both Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla X Kong were turning the Monsterverse into something it wasn't. It was completely shifting the tone for no good reason. Then you go over to the Halo side of the aisle. It's funny because yet again, this is another situation where I used to be one of them. I used to be a 343 fan. I used to enjoy the stuff that they produced. I used to like the stuff that they made. And yet, I still never called anybody who didn't enjoy it a fake fan. I had enough maturity to understand and realize that some people like certain things and some people don't like certain things. And that's fine. People have their opinions. But then, as the years went on, and then as more and more screw-ups came out of 343, I started to realize it was less of just an opinion, and it was more of a fact. 343 was a bad studio, and they made a lot of bad decisions. And Halo Studios, which is supposedly so entirely different, is still, yet again, probably going to not be a very good studio, because they have already shown a few signs of just following the same footsteps and practices that 343 has historically followed. But God forbid you point any of this out, because then that makes you a fake fan. God forbid you criticize the story of Halo 4 or 5 or Infinite, because then that makes you a fake fan. God forbid you criticize the awful retcons made in Halo 4, because then, well, that makes you a fake fan. If you don't mindlessly eat all the slop that 343 puts in front of you, you are a fake fan. You don't actually like Halo because you're criticizing Halo. You're complaining about a thing in Halo that is bad, so you must not actually like Halo. I swear to God, this is like saying you're not a real Star Wars fan because you're complaining about the Star Wars sequels ruining everything about Star Wars. Like, the Star Wars sequels took everything interesting and cool and awesome about Star Wars and just like shat all over it and handed it to me on a paper plate. Of course I'm going to complain. Of course I'm not going to like it. Of course I'm going to criticize it. That's kind of what 343 Industries did with Halo. But hey, don't complain about that. Don't call that out. because you already know you're a fake fan. It's always very interesting because these people don't seem to realize something so simple. I kind of oppose the term fake fan as a whole. I don't like calling anybody a fake fan necessarily, because you can be a fan of something, but like, we just have a fundamental disagreement on why we think that thing is cool. Like, you can be a 343 Halo fan, and I can be a fan of like the actual good Halo games. So we're both Halo fans, but we just like Halo for different things and for different reasons. But if we do want to play this little fake fan game, I think you chose the absolute wrong side to be on. If you think that people are fake fans for criticizing new shit, if you think people are fake fans for calling out BS when they see BS, if you think people are fake fans for complaining about awful stories and unnecessary retcons, then, by definition, you are the fake fan here. A fake fan would just eat up the slop regardless, just because it has the label on it. It has the franchise label on it, therefore, it must be good for the franchise. Everything that comes out, we're just eating so good, we're just eating great, right everybody? This is the quantity over quality mindset. A real quote-unquote fake fan just wants stuff to come out. They will eat up literally anything with a franchise label on it. A quote-unquote real fan would actually care about the franchise and be passionate enough about it to criticize it and complain about it when the franchise is obviously going off the rails and is clearly not as good as it used to be. If you don't care enough about the franchise to do that, then who's the real fake fan here? That was just another random yap session, I suppose. Like I said in my last one, I'm doing more of these now, so get used to seeing them. Get used to liking them. But I will see you in the next video. That probably being, could Helldivers survive the Griffin family? That's a real thing. Yes, that's not a joke. It's an actual video that I'm doing. Deal with it.
Don't cry, Uncle Bunker. Uncle Bunker's got enough character to feed you your entire life.